For me, my moment at the games when I realized I'll say I had probably won, was actually not when I crossed the finish line in the 1500. It was during the javelin, after my second throw in the javelin, which is the second to the last event in the decathlon. I had no idea what the point totals were up until the javelin, and I took my first throw, and I was having a lot of pain in my elbow just from training all year, and some tendonitis and stuff, and took my first throw, and it hurt bad, and my fingers went numb and everything, and I walked back to my coaches, and of course you walk back real stoic, and you try not to let anybody know that you're hurting a little bit, because you don't want anybody thinking they've got a little advantage on you. And so I kind of walk back, and my arm's hurting. My coaches are looking at me, and I'm like, where are we in the points? I mean, was that a good enough throw? Do I need to throw further? Like, I need to know. And they said, oh, don't worry, we're doing pretty good. Can you take one more throw? And I thought, oh geez, there must be somebody real close to me. And if anybody has watched me in the decathlon, the 1500 is not my favorite event. And so I'm looking to get as much cushion as I can going into the 1500, so I don't have to be running to hang on to a medal. And I said, okay, I guess I can throw one more. So I remember standing at the back of the runway for the javelin, and I remember thinking to myself, I am going to come down, and I am going to throw this javelin as hard as I possibly can. And if I tear the tendon in my elbow and I have to get Tommy John surgery or whatever, it's the end of my career, I was like, I don't care, because this could very well be my last opportunity to try and win this gold medal. And realistically, it could be the end of my career anyway. And so I came down, and I just threw it as hard as I could, threw a little further, and I came back to my coaches and my arm is really hurting now, and I'm like, I don't think I can take another throw the way my arm was hurting. And I look at my coaches, and I'm like, do I have to, please tell me that we've got, that was good, that we're okay. And they looked at me and they said, Bryan, they said, don't even worry about it. You don't have to take another throw. If you walk the 1500, you've won the gold medal. So you just have to finish. And I thought, okay, and it was a really weird time for me, because we hadn't finished the 15 yet, so I still had one event left, but I got this kind of smirk on my face, and I couldn't help but get this little smile. And I turned around and I walked away, and I was trying not to let anybody see me smile, but I couldn't help it, because in my head I'm thinking, okay, Bryan, you might have actually just done it. You might have done enough to win this gold medal. And it was that first moment where I thought, oh my gosh. I was numb. I didn't know what to think. I couldn't hear the crowd. I didn't know what was going on the track with the rest of the guys throwing. I was just in this void, I was just in my own world. And I remember sitting there thinking oh my gosh, I can't believe that I might have just done this. And then, like a ton of bricks, it all of a sudden came down and hit me that I still had one event left. And so it was brutal, man. It was probably the worst thing my coaches could have ever done for me, was tell me then, because I lost all the adrenaline that I had. I had no energy anymore. And the thing about the end of a decathlon is you're running on adrenaline only anyway. You're so exhausted, you have nothing left. The only thing that's keeping you going is the fumes. You're getting the fumes that are keeping you going. And I just lost it all when I had found out that I might have actually won. And so I always tell people I felt kind of like a limp noodle. I was just sitting on the track oh, I can't do this. And I honestly thought that I wasn't going to be able to finish. I didn't think I was going to be able to run the 15. I started panicking. I was talking to Roman Seberle, who's a world record holder, a friend of mine, and I was telling him, Roman, I don't think I can finish. And he said, Bryan, he goes, don't worry, I know exactly how you feel, because he won the gold medal the year before. The Olympics before. He said, you'll be fine, trust me. He's like, just get to the line, you'll be fine. And so I got to the line of the 15, and I ran it, and the first 2 laps I was on pace, and the last 2 laps, I think with every step, the pack of people, the rest of the decathletes got further and further away from me, and with every step I felt like I was getting further and further away from the finish line, and I was panicking. Every step I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to cramp? Am I going to finish? Am I going to have an asthma attack? Am I going to pass out? I just get there, and I literally, every step I would take just felt like I was getting further and further away. And I finally, came crawling across the finish line in dead last for the 1500. but still winning the gold medal. And I remember falling down on the floor, being completely exhausted. I mean, completely just tossed. I mean, I had absolutely nothing left. And the only thought that went through my head was, thank you, God, it's over. You know, I mean, that's all I could think. It was just such a huge relief to, you know, I've been working for 8 years, you know, up to that point. Or not 8 years, I guess you could say 4 years up to that point. And then, you know, since I was in 6th grade before that, all for that one moment to try and win that gold medal. And all those years leading up to that, I had no idea if it was actually going to happen. You know, I was hoping it was going to happen, and I was praying that it was going to happen, but there's no guarantees it was going to happen. And rather than, you know, kind of let myself think that it might happen, I kind of guarded myself a little bit, because I didn't want to like say, yeah, it's going to happen and then fail, you know, and have to deal with those emotions. And so when I finally won it, it was just a relief. I mean, a huge relief to be able to say, I did it.